First of all, it's
Okay.
my pleasure.
Great.
It's my
Wonderful.
oh, thank you. My pleasure to join you, Mr. Ed, for this conversation. Thank you very much for the invitation. And I think this Zoom, it's the first time to use it. I think
Oh,
it's very
really?
good.
First
Yeah,
time? Oh,
the first time. Yeah, the first time.
but I hope it not the last.
Oh, yeah, it will not be. I can see many interest in here, many interest, good things here. So probably there is something like recording and maybe sharing, and also another icon to invite people. And I think
Yes,
it's
there are
better.
a lot of some kind useful functions. Mhm. Uh,
Okay, yeah,
Ahmed, first of
yeah.
all, I wanna say you thank you very much for coming here. I'm very glad to have you here, and uh, we were talking a lot time ago, and
Yeah.
I remember you as a very outgoing person and a very talkative friend, and I'm happy to be with you, to have it.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. It's honored to hear that this positive feedback from you, Ed, and that's amazing. Yeah,
Mhm.
you are very welcome anytime to talk. So you are most than welcome anytime.
Mhm. Uh, Ahmed, uh,
Yeah.
please introduce yourself um, to my, to our friends who will be watching this video, this
Oh
chat.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's pleasure. Yeah, it's pleasure to do that. So my name is Ahmed. I am 34 years old. I am from Morocco. Right
Great.
now, I am in the south of Morocco in a city, desert coastal city called Tarfaya. It's a very small one in the
Mhm.
south of Morocco. And I am a teacher, and
Mhm.
I've been teaching
Great.
now for about four and more than 4 years now.
Mhm.
And I'm married, but
Mhm.
no children.
Mhm. Oh, you will.
Yeah, yes. So that's maybe in brief. That's it.
Mhm. Thank you very much, and
Yeah.
I'm glad that one more person from Morocco joined me. Mm, mm, Literally yesterday, I was talking with a friend from Morocco, Abdel Khalif. His name Abdel Khalif, and
Yeah.
hello, Abdel Khalif. I'm very glad to to meet with your countrymen, and it's a great pleasure for me.
Oh
By
yes,
the way,
yeah.
he is also a teacher.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, that's
That's
great.
amazing.
Uh, Ahmed,
Yeah.
what I wanna to talk about animals. Uh, Maybe it is not a specific subject, but why not? I thought for myself, why not? And tell me about your country. What kind of species of wild animals does your country have? Mhm.
Oh, that's very amazing. That's very amazing question, Mr. Ed. So I think before talking about animals, we have to talk about the environment because
Mhm.
if you don't understand the sort of environment, maybe of the country, or when you understand the type of the environment you have in the country, that probably give you an idea what sort of animal will be living there.
Mhm.
So, like me, maybe when I think about Russia and it's a very cold place, and
Mhm.
then maybe it will be very hard for some animals to survive there. So that triggered my mind to start asking some question: what type of animal can be living in Russia? Plus bear. So bear, I know that
Mhm.
bear it's very strong and they can survive in very cold places, and that's it. So in Morocco, it's like there is a like a mixture. The environment, the natural attraction is varied. Different type of things. Like you can have mountains, and you got sort of animals living in mountains, and we have Sahara, the desert, and sort of animals living there. And also there are some small forests. Then and there are some animals. So for wild animals living in Morocco, there are many. There are gazelles. They are very rare, but they exist now.
It's kind of gazelles. It's kind of deer.
Yeah. It's kind of deers, and also there is
with long sharp. How to say? Long sharp.
Yeah.
I forgot how it's called.
Yeah, it's got single horns. Single horns.
Yes.
Very beautiful. Maybe I can share with you pictures later on. So they are very amazing. So here in Morocco, if you'd like to show that somebody is beautiful, we can say you are like a gazelle. We use it for ladies and girls. And they symbolizes beauty actually in Morocco. Animals, every animal symbolizes something in different countries. So in Morocco, when we're talking about gazelles, so they are symbolizing beauty. Also, there are wild rabbits. So rabbits, the same rabbits we have at home that sometimes we can keep there, exist in the wild. And also there are animals like wolf family. There are many of them. So there are foxes, there are wolf, there are many, I think 2 or 3 other types of wolf family animals. Also, I think there are birds. So a lot of, I don't know how to name them in English, but I don't know if you know. Large bird, it's like habbar, a large bird that lives or prefer to live in Sahara and goes to search for food at night and sleep during the day. And also there are many type of birds. If we go to the forest and to the zoo, so you can find all sort of animals that you think about, maybe from elephant, zebra, giraffe, deers, different type of deers, ostriches, monkey, monkeys, and so on. Also, if you go to the mountains, because in Morocco we have forest like plain forest, and we have mountain forest. Mountain forest, usually, if you go there, you probably find different type of mountains. Monkeys, small monkeys, not bigger ones, small ones.
Interesting, really interesting. It's I can imagine Morocco is country with a lot of exotic animals for Russian people, and of course tell me what in Russia there is a myth about ostrich. When danger appeared, dangers appeared, ostrich hide his hand into sand. Is it true or not? Is it true or not?
Yes, yeah, it's true.
Yes, really?
Yes, it's true. That's true. That's true. So there is a proverb in Arabic. In Arabic culture, there is a proverb like it's like the ostrich. The ostrich, yes, hide its head in the sand whenever it sees it feels like danger, and that's true. The ostrich, when it feels like sort of danger, it wants to escape that danger, so it hide her head in the sand, pretending or assuming that she she gets out of the danger.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Funny.
To be honest, I thought it is false.
Yeah, it's true. And also, Mr. Ed, so here in Moroccan culture, each animal symbolizes something. For example, when you take so we have also camels, we have donkeys and monkeys. So when it comes to a donkey, so it symbolizes stupidity. So if you'd like to say something bad to a Moroccan person when you are angry at him or something, so you could just tell him, "Oh, you are a donkey." So if you say this, it's not good to say that. But if you heard this, so that means that that the person is stupid. I think in another countries, in another culture, so they believe that you know Ernest Hemingway.
Yes,
Hemingway,
yes, I
very
remember.
good. So Ernest Hemingway has written a very amazing article about the destiny of donkey when he came to Marrakesh sometime before, and maybe he came as a traveler and he observed how Moroccans are dealing with donkeys, and maybe he was not happy with what was happening, and he wrote very interesting article saying that the donkey is very, very smart. The opposite of Moroccan.
Yes, it's
Also,
interesting.
yes. For bird also, for it's like, for example, for pigeon, I think everybody symbolizes peace. I think in Russia the same. Do you have this symbolism? Some animals or birds, they mean something to you. In Russia, for example, if you take pigeons, what does that mean? What do they symbolize?
Um, Russia symbolizes a bear. A bear.
Bear.
It's common. Yes, I thought that everybody knows that there is a myth that bears are walking along the street in the cities in Russia.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, Mr. Ed, do Russian people eat the meat of bear, or they
Yes,
don't?
of course. I heard that some people eat bear meat, but I think it is not common. It's
Oh,
rare because bears as existing yes existing
yeah.
species, but in northern part in Siberia maybe it is they are still alive, and of course some hunters are kills bears. Some hunters kill bears, and but I heard their meat is not tasty.
Oh,
It,
it's not good.
yes, it's hot and
Yeah.
specific smell. Has specific smell. I don't
Oh.
know. Maybe not, but I never taste bears.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Good.
And in my place, as you know, Russia is big country with a lot of some national regions, and
Yeah.
my region is southern part of Russia, and uh, rather our symbol of our republic maybe a camel, because it is our national animal, and uh, we have even a dessert uh, in my republic. Desert.
Ed, that's surprising.
Desert or
That's
desert?
totally,
Desert.
yeah, desert.
Desert.
Is that, yeah, that's surprising. Do you have a desert in your country?
Yes, it's it desert. Just one desert in uh, only one desert in whole Europe. In whole Europe, just in my republic.
Oh, yes, very good. And how about the weather? How is the weather there? Is it dry or,
Dry. In my republic, it is dry weather. Dry weather. The summer is very hot and with not many, a few rains, and even some days, some summers happens that only 2-3 times per summer rains appear. Rains happen.
okay.
Raining.
Oh, good,
Raining.
good.
Mhm.
Mr. Ed, do Russian and the place where you live grow up camels? Do they have camels? Do they grow up camels? Animals, they have many or just a few camels you have in that region?
In ancient, a long time ago, it was a lot. It was a lot,
Yeah.
but modern modern time, not modern, maybe Soviet Union period, it was decreased.
Yeah.
Population of camels was decreased, but now it's grows, but not a lot. It's because it is expensive to keep them, and but sometimes, not sometimes, someone keeps animals, and even they even sell camel meat to restaurant, and um, less summer, I even tasted.
Oh, you taste it.
Yes.
It's very strong. It's very good. It's, what about the milk? Camel milk? Have you ever tasted? Do they sell it there or they don't?
No,
Really?
to be honest, I never tasted camel milk, but I heard that it is very fat.
Yeah.
Camel milk, and it is rare. It is rare, very rare. It's expensive, of course.
Okay. Yes. And is it rare only in the region where you live, in the republic where you live, or is it rare in the whole entire of Russia?
Other other parts of Russia doesn't keep animals. Just maybe another Siberia, in Buryatia and Tuva, but not a lot. It's rare. It's very rare.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. The camel, Russian camel, does it have one hemp or two hemp?
Two hemp.
Two.
Two hemp. Yes, because
Oh yes.
it is a special kind of camels. It was produced by Kalmyk people. It is Kalmyk species, and it's called Bactrian.
Okay. Good. That's fantastic. That's very amazing. What about other animals in Russia? So you told me it was very surprising. I think the first time I heard about the desert in Russia and keeping camels in Russia, it's the first time actually to know about this fact. And what about other animals?
In my republic, there is wolf and how to say, and saiga. Do you know saiga?
Saiga?
Saiga.
I heard about it. Yeah.
It's kind of antelope,
Yeah.
kind of. No, what else? Birds, a lot of birds. Some.
Good. Ed, do you have animals at home? Do you have some sort of pets at home? Do you keep them? Do you like to have them at home or no? Like for example, small dog or pigeon or bird or yeah?
Yes, of course. We have. I have a pet. It is a cat. Just a cat, a simple cat, not special. His name is
Okay.
Valdemar. But I would like to take a dog, but I can't afford for myself because it demand to pay attention a lot to dog, because if you don't take care about dog and not how to say contact, if you have no contact with dogs, they are how to say unhappy. They unhappy.
Oh. Oh, really? So dog needs more care. It's like a human being has got a human being trait, so they need more care.
Yes,
If
yes.
if you don't look after them, so they get angry and they are not happy.
Yes, yes, you're right. Because of it,
Okay.
I can't pay attention a lot for
Okay.
dogs, but I like dogs, of course. They are so enjoyable, and can I say enjoyable? Not jolly,
Yes.
but jolly. They're jolly. And
Yes, you could say enjoyable. You could say because they make you feel a sort of amusement and joy and pleasure. Okay, they are amazing. Oh, that's good.
I'm really impressed of your English. You're very fluent and you have a lot of expressions, vocabulary, wide vocabulary. Tell me about how did you practice? For how long did you learn English? Do you learn English?
Oh, yes, Mr. Ed. So I've been learning English for 3 years at high school, when I were in a high school. So it's like we study English as a foreign language in our educational system. So we study French number one. So the mother tongue, of course, is Arabic, but we started to learn French when we were maybe 12 years old, but actually we don't master French a lot. I don't know why the reason, but the program system, the educational system gives the opportunity for students to start learning French at early age. And then we start to learn English or Spanish. It's option if you want to study Spanish or English in a high school. 3 years in a high school. So after that, I went to the university and I studied English 3 years at the university. Later on, so that sort of practice, it's like if there is a conversation like this, so you practice with friends, sometimes Moroccans, sometimes some non-Moroccans, and just through Facebook and Skypes, through friend conversation, I think it can help to make a lot of practice.
Great. I can guess that you know French perfect.
No, no, that's not. My French is not perfect. It's not good actually, because I don't know why actually, but most of the causes that Moroccan students are not good at French,
Mhm.
is that they start to learn it at certain age, maybe, and then we learn that subject for a long time, and then it just, when you learn something for a long time, maybe you lose interest in it, and that's not
Mm.
interesting actually.
Mm.
And also the pedagogical approaches and pedagogical work and the
Mhm.
teacher, the relationship between French teachers and the students and so on. I think it's not like English. English is different when talk about
Mhm.
English. So English in Morocco is very unique, is very special because there is active community of English supervisors making a lot of efforts to mobilize
Mm.
teachers and to
Really?
provide them, yes, to provide them with
Offline? Do you
techniques.
mean offline communities?
Yes, offline. Yes, it's
Mhm.
not online. Also now
Mhm.
there is a sort of online, but most often it's offline. There are
Mm.
sort of association, sort of collaborative work. So supervisors
Mhm.
are working together among
Mhm.
themselves, and they organize seminars, activities, English days, and they invite teacher, and then they discuss the innovations, how to teach, the problem that you encounter, the problem that you should avoid, how, I mean, for better understanding of what's going on in the classroom,
Mhm.
how to be good teacher. You know, when you go and teach maybe for some years, so you're going to forget about yourself, believing that you are the best teacher. But when you attend a meeting or seminar by expert, by supervisors and other colleagues, and they come together and they discuss things, so teachers, they start to reflect and they start to stop to think how to make themselves better. They discover, maybe just that moment you discover who you are. And the
Mhm.
English teachers and let's say English supervisors in Morocco are doing this, are they doing a great job. And I
Mhm.
think they are not like French. French, it's okay, yeah, there are some works, but they are not as active as
Mhm.
English community.
That's
Uh,
interesting. Mhm.
yes,
I
yeah.
would like to have offline community in my city because real conversation I have lack of real conversation. Of course, I have a lot of online chat as now with you, but online communication is different, and it uh, it's of course it's useful as well, but it's different, and it lets people to not only to say hello and always talking without stopping and but it's different.
Yeah, I
Are
agree.
you
I agree,
agree?
Mr.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes, I agree. Because when there is a real conversation, and you know, when there is a communication, my friend Ed, it's we communicate with the language, we communicate with the mind, with the heart, with the eye
Mhm.
contact, with many things.
Yes,
So
you're
when
right.
the meeting is real, and you can feel the presence of all other people around you,
Hmm.
so it gives you power and it gives you energy and it gives you a lot of positive energy, and
Hmm.
it gives you the need to ask question maybe and to listen more and to interact more.
Hmm.
Maybe technology is good also, is doing great job, but
Agree. Yes.
technology is you know, most of the time the relationship, it's not strong, it's not that
Mhm.
strong. So sometimes you can find some friend or some loyal people that you can so that you trust and you believe in, but most of the time, so let's assume that maybe you are talking to, for example, Iraq, and then you are talking to Angola, you are talking to Philippines, you are talking to these people. So I think that the relationship through technology, it's not that strong. And when it's not, it's everything based on relationships. When
Mhm.
you feel that the relationships with the people around you is very strong, so you feel a sort of belongingness, and that makes on you or gives you the power and the energy to interact and to give more and to get more. And anything that people say, you take it when it's okay. But probably so now when you are speaking to somebody maybe from another place anyway, so there is a lot of differences, and there are, you know, it's not as efficient as direct contact. Direct contact, what I'd like to say, the idea is that direct contact is very good. Technology is doing great job, but it's not the same as the great contact. Let's take the example now. Let's assume that I am now in Morocco and Mr. Eid is next to me. We are sitting in a coffee. So, you know, that sort of relationship, it will be very strong. Because I have a human, it's like, I prefer that side. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, that's the point.
That's so. That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting. But of course, I am happy of having conversation, online conversation, and several years ago, 5-10 years ago, I couldn't imagine that I will learn English. And by the way, I started learning French, and
very good. And then you convert. You convert to English, or you still learning French?
Sorry.
Are you still learning French, or you convert to English and you forgot about French?
I just started because I'm 2 weeks ago. I started learn French. My level is, of course, still low and beginning. I just trying to remember some words. I have notes here. I printed them, and here's a lesson print where some simple words to learn, and I am doing some exercise. It's of course it's I think, I suppose learning English makes me feel confident, and I started off I get to believe for myself, and it pushed me. Friends encouraged me, and to learn something else, and so I am doing another effort for learning another. Who knows? Maybe I will, how to say? Maybe I will not be. I won't quit.
Oh, Mr. Ed.
Maybe don't quit.
Yes. So I'd like to say congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, because you are autonomous learner. Autonomous learner because you learn by yourself. So what people do, people most of the time, they go and invest a lot of time at the universities, at school, and study so hard and so that they can come and speak. But you are doing it to the perfection now. Your communication is amazing, and maybe we're talking about, maybe now it's like 1 hour or almost 1 hour, and you keep the conversation on and speaking and expressing yourself nonstop, and it shows that you are all times you were successful to convey and transmit your messages clearly, and that was very amazing. Now you are very successful to communicate in English. That's very amazing. And
thank you.
You are doing it just online and at home. So I can't believe it. I can't believe that. So I'd like to say congratulations for that. Congratulations, and don't stop, don't quit French. Just try to do the same. I think it will be challenging, but if you devote more time as you devote to English, and then you're going to make it. And believe me, a man speaking Russian, English, and French, So it's like the culture you are going to be able to to embed in your mind different type of culture. So when something is on French TV, you can watch and understand the film, and you understand what the French president is saying, and many people are saying in French. Also, when there is something amazing on TV, like in English, so you can watch. And also Russia is your mother tongue, and that's amazing. So it's like it makes it for you something wonderful.
Thank you. By the way, I'll get right on to learn French after our conversation.
Oh, good.
And I will
Good.
continue. Thank you very much for you as well, and I am happy to chat with you, and it was great pleasure for me. I hope we will meet not at once and in future, and why not we will practice French.
Okay, yes. Who knows? Probably we can work for that, yeah? Okay, why not? Good. Okay, so Mr. E, thank you very much for the nice conversation. Actually, you were very great because you shared a lot of information about Russia and also you asked very good, smart question. Thank you for that. And before I leave, if I would like to use this Zoom, I think this program is very good. I like to use it with my friends. How can I use it? Zoom meeting, how can I use? For example, if I'd like to call somebody in my Messenger friends, how can I use that?
On the bottom of the screen, you can see some buttons.
Yes, invite. We have invite.
Invite, manage participants,
Yeah.
share screen. It means if you want to share with your screen to friends, his chat, you can write some words down, and another to write place there is to start recording, and or you can pause, and it's simple.
Yes, is it application? Shall I, for example, if I would like to invite my friend, does it need to have this application in his laptop?
You can you can press invite, and another window appear.
Yes.
There is underneath on the bottom on the right place, you can on the left corner you can see copy URL. You can push it and just send to your friends, and if they click to the link as you did coming here, they will join you immediately, or you can send you ID.
Okay. And what about it? What about if I'd like to start my meeting now? I'd like to start it. How can I do that? Because you invite me and I click yes, and then I join. No, if I'd like to start my meeting, my Zoom meeting, how can I do that?
Let me know. There is another window. Right now in your screen have two windows of Zoom. One of them is big, where we are with you, and another is with buttons, home, meetings, contact, chat. You can press meetings, and there will be a button start. Start. You can press it, and another window appeared, and you can invite friends.
Oh, thank you very much.
I hope it will be clear. It
Yeah,
was clear.
it's clear. It's clear. Two lessons today. We take two lessons. Lessons about animals and lesson about Zoom meeting. Thank you, Mr. Aid. Have a
Thank you
nice
very
time.
much.
Oh, most
In the
welcome.
end, I want to address to our friends, join us, don't be shy, don't waste your time, and you will be fluent soon. Thank you very much, Ahmed.
Have a nice
Have a
time, my
nice day.
friend.